GTA 6 versus GTA 5, the 10 biggest differences that we have seen so far, and we're going to be comparing the differences between both of these titles, everything that we know about Grand Theft Auto 6 thus far. Coming in number 1, the setting. Based off what we currently know about Grand Theft Auto 6 and the setting, it is going to be set in the fictional state of Florida, that being Leonida. Based on what they describe on their website, they say tour a few of the must-see destinations across the Sunshine State, which a few of them at the moment that we currently know about that are confirmed include Vice City, Port Gellhorn, Mount Callaghan National Park, as well as Ambrosia, the Grass Rivers, and the Leonida Keys. Considering what Rockstar said in that description, saying a tour a few of the must-see destinations, meaning that there are still other unconfirmed locations, unconfirmed destinations that are still yet to be revealed. The crazy thing is that we already know a little bit about these locations, a bit of a brief snippet with what Rockstar have provided in terms of descriptions, screenshots, and so much more. So not only are there unconfirmed locations that are yet to be revealed, but we also know based off the current Leonida and Vice City state mapping project devised by the team on Discord, version 0.051, the latest one, as you can see here at the moment, it is pretty much shaping up to be that this map is going to be so much more bigger, larger, much more dense compared to GTA 5's. You can see that when the GTA 5 map on the left is matched up against one of the other GTA 6 mapping concepts, it is absolutely dwarfed. There's also the likelihood, like I've mentioned in previous videos, that other cities that haven't been confirmed thus far that may be included within the final version of the GTA 6 map, firstly include Orlando. We know that based off subtle hints from Rockstar that this could potentially be included within GTA 6 as another city that we just don't know about at the moment. I'd say that that is quite likely considering what we know about Grand Theft Auto 6 thus far about the map and still the unconfirmed locations that we just don't know about at all. And the other one, that being Gloriana, which I've mentioned numerous times now, potentially being the other fictional state that could be included alongside Leonida at launch, representing the real-life state of Georgia. The hope is that these locations, the ones that have already been revealed and the ones that are still yet to be revealed, hopefully we do see that there are many activities to do within these suburbs, within these smaller cities. Because if we compare it to GTA 5, yes, we did have Los Santos as a central part of the map of GTA 5, where you were situated pretty much majority of the time within this location. But then when you would venture up north, up to Sandy Shores, there wasn't really much to do there, other than, of course, doing the missions with Trevor at the time, free roaming around this area, and other than that, not really doing too much. We also had Paleto Bay, which was a small little suburb where you could go to ammunition, get a haircut, go to the clothing store, but that's pretty much about it. It seemed relatively, for the most part, really quiet. And there are so many other locations on the GTA 5 map that really felt like it was quite lifeless, and you couldn't really do much within these locations other than just free roaming, driving, walking around, not really doing too much, or just picking off people and just causing chaos and getting the police on you. So that was one thing within GTA 5 that I personally disliked. I know a lot of other people didn't like as well, the fact that you were situated for the most part within Los Santos. So hopefully within GTA 6, with these new locations and the ones that are yet to be revealed, hopefully we do see some more variety within these areas and just more things to do in general, whether it's activities, pastimes, hobbies, and interactions with NPCs. Hopefully it's much more varied. Coming in number 2, the dual versus trio protagonist system. With Grand Theft Auto 5, Rockstar introduced the 3 playable protagonists, that being Michael, Trevor, and Franklin. For the first time within the Grand Theft Auto franchise, we got to play as 3 different protagonists. And whilst that was revolutionary for the time, as well as the character switching system, it felt throughout the story that it was quite difficult to follow these 3 different characters. And I would say I'd speak for the majority of people that they're not necessarily the most relatable characters, and it's quite hard to get emotionally invested in them. But you'd probably argue the fact that the best written character out of the 3 was probably Michael. I would say that a lot of people would tend to agree with me that he was probably the one that a lot of people did get emotionally invested in. I guess the good thing is with Grand Theft Auto 6 is the fact that we, for the first time ever, we're going to be experiencing a duo, a criminal duo, that being a Bonnie and Clyde inspired one with Lucia and Jason. For the first time, we're going to be seeing a love story, which is something Rockstar have never done before. A romantic criminal partnership that opens the door for much more deeper emotional investment that we're going to be seeing throughout the story, which is most likely going to lead to a lot of various types of themes, such as tension, betrayal, potentially loyalty arcs. Having 2 characters versus 3, in terms of like even gameplay mechanics, such as switching mechanics, which we have seen from the September 2022 leaks, which is likely going to be the case where we're able to switch between Lucia and Jason, which in this case may be more contextual or mission-based, tied to story beats such as heists and even store robberies. Considering what we know about Jason and Lucia so far, they seem to appear to be on the run. Think of the Hanks of Waffles diner robbery scene from the September 22 leaks, or even what we have seen throughout the trailer at the Uncle Jack's liquor store. So I'd say expect much more of a grounded story this time around with these 2 protagonists compared to the trio in GTA 5. I'd say this time around, majority of fans would likely want to see much more of a tighter, more emotionally charged story storytelling by Rockstar, and seeing this between Lucia and Jason, it seems like that is going to be the case. Coming in number 3, story tone and themes. Adding on to the previous point, if we explore GTA 5 for a moment, it really focused on themes such as fame, money, betrayal, and midlife crises such as Michael, for example, through satire of LA culture. Not even that, but just the trio of protagonists. It was much more harder to get emotionally invested in any of these 3 characters due to those story themes. We saw much more wacky type of aspects throughout GTA 5 story that didn't necessarily make it that grounded and lived in. It kind of felt that these 3 different types of characters didn't really feel like real people. They weren't relatable at all whatsoever. I guess with the backdrop of Los Santos and San Andreas as a state of GTA 5, with Rockstar's commentary on American LA culture, mocking the American dream, pop culture, law enforcement, tech, politics, and fame, that sharp satire definitely creates some emotional distance for a lot of fans that experience GTA 5's story, because it focuses majority of the time on irony and ridicule rather than deep emotional connection between the 3 characters. I mean, if you look at someone like Michael, midlife crisis with 2 children that don't give a crap really about him, a wife that cheats on him with a tennis coach. I mean, I'd say Michael out of the 2 is probably more so a symbol of modern American dysfunction, and it kind of makes it easy in that case to be detached from these characters. But with GTA 6's story, it's set to be much more emotionally grounded and culturally relevant compared to GTA 5, especially with Lucia and Jason at the forefront of it with this Bonnie and Clyde like duo. Rockstar's focusing on a much more human and personal story that's more emotionally layered and grounded in real life struggles. You think of a lot of people that experience various types of relationships that go through love, heartbreak, heartache, and other numerous emotional aspects that a lot of people tend to go through throughout relationships. The relationship and what we have seen throughout the trailers and as well as the character bios on GTA 6's website with Lucia and Jason, it seems like the relationship is at the forefront and is going to be the driving force throughout this storyline, which is likely going to create stakes, difficult decisions to make when playing as either Lucia and Jason, as well as the growing attachment we're going to see throughout both of these characters, which we've never seen in previous Grand Theft Auto titles. The thing I like most about this duo so far is the fact that not only Rockstar's taking inspiration from the real life Bonnie and Clyde, but the fact that it's giving this partnership type of energy, ride or die vibes such as Bonnie and Clyde, and even, for example, Rockstar's most likely taking inspiration from Too Fast, Too Furious with Paul Walker's character, Brian O'Connor, as well as Eva Mendes' character, Monica Fuentes, which, I mean, when you look at the 2, it seems like Rockstar really took Paul Walker's character and Eva Mendes' character and put them in GTA 6 as Lucia and Jason. But interestingly, a little fact that you may not know is that Too Fast, Too Furious' setting was in Miami, Florida. We, of course, know that GTA 6 is going to be taking place in the fictional state of Florida of Leonida and the fictional city of Miami, that being Vice City. So I would not be surprised if Rockstar adds some type of Easter egg or some type of reference to the Too Fast, Too Furious film, seeing that it was set there. Coming in number 4, map size and scale. Now, it's no secret that GTA 6's map is shaping up to be much more larger in comparison to Grand Theft Auto 5. We've seen that from Trailer 1 and Trailer 2 seem to indicate that, but not only this, also leaks as well. One of which claimed back in December of 2023, prior to Trailer 1 dropping, you guys would remember the art director of Rockstar North, Aaron Garbett, his son's friend, captured a 15-second clip of downtown Vice City, which is an early build of GTA 6, and he claimed that GTA 6's map is going to be twice the size of Los Santos. Now, of course, we've got to take that with a grain of salt, but considering the lengthy amount of time that we have waited from a GTA 5 to 6, that being 10 plus years, you would expect there would be a massive leap from Rockstar in terms of implementing a bigger map, much more seismic, that is much more larger in scope and scale. Now, based off the most recent mapping concept devised by Giannis on the GTA 6 community Discord page, which I mentioned earlier in the video, you can see the difference between GTA 5 and this current GTA 6 mapping concept. It seems like it's going to be so much more bigger. If we look closely at the GTA 5 map, like I mentioned earlier in the video, the problem is with it is that there's only one true city that a lot of people are fixated majority of the time, especially in online. That is in Los Santos. The more further up you go, the more barren, less interesting the map becomes, because there's not really much to do outside of Los Santos. There's not another city that you can really truly dive yourself into and explore, because there's just a lot of wasted space that Rockstar didn't really pack much content in these locations, such as Sandy Shores, Grapeseed, and the other previous locations that I mentioned, minus Los Santos. Comparing it to GTA 6 so far at the moment, we already know that we got the confirmed location of the Leonida Keys, we got the Grass Rivers, Hamlet, we got Vice City being the main city, as well as Port Gilhorn. Further up from there, we got Ambrosia, another town Rockstar is going to be focusing their attention on with attention to detail, it seems like. Up from there, we have Mount Caliga and potentially even a new state, that being Gloriana, Georgia, which I've mentioned numerous times even throughout this video. And we could even see the Florida Panhandle make its appearance. Rockstar may be focusing on including that within GTA 6, and those cities of the Florida Panhandle do include Tallahassee, Pensacola, Navarre, as well as various other Floridian cities. Not only that, but there's also rumors pointing to potentially seeing Orlando being featured as well, which is something that I've said numerous times throughout other videos as well. And it's not even just the size of the GTA 6 map that is shaping up to be much more bigger this time compared to GTA 5, but it's also the vertical scale and interior spaces that we are likely going to be seeing much more so this time around in comparison to GTA 5. We have seen various leaks claim that there's going to be way more interior buildings and interiors compared to 5. This was an aspect that Rockstar really dropped the ball on from GTA 4 to 5. I mean, if we look at GTA 4, we can see the amount of interiors that Rockstar really focused on crafting, going into detail and modeling these interior spaces, such as the ones you're seeing on screen, including the museum, as well as the Grotty dealership, among so many other interior spaces. And compared to GTA 5, it's a night and day difference. I mean, there's so many restrictions within that game in terms of interior models. But thankfully, due to the leaks that we have seen out there, as well as even from the official screenshots provided by Rockstar, it really does seem like Rockstar is focusing so much more this time on interior locations within the GTA 6 map in Vice City, among the other locations on the GTA 6 map. This is going to make everything feel so much more alive, immersive, with interactable businesses, clubs, gas stations, apartments, among so many other plethora of interiors that we are going to be seeing within this game, better connecting us to the world of GTA 6. So to summarize this point, based off everything we have seen thus far, gone are the days of empty land within GTA 5. Rockstar is really going to be focusing this time around on much more dense, believable ecosystems of crime, culture, and chaos throughout the cities, as well as even the other locations on the map. Coming in number 5, the total cost. Now, you may or may not know, if you have been keeping up with GTA 6 news, leaks, rumors over the last many years, you would know that the total cost of GTA 6 is around $2 billion. Now, that specific number is unverified. It's not confirmed whatsoever by any official sources via Rockstar or Take-Two themselves. If we look at GTA 5, the total cost for that game was around $265 million. And this was back in 2013, but based off what this says here, the figure included not only the development of the game, but also marketing, voice acting, motion capture, and other aspects that makes GTA 5 one of the most expensive games ever made. Moreover, if we look at Rockstar's last big title they came out with, Red Dead 2, there were reports saying that developmental cost estimated around to be, including payroll, overhead, software, and research, ranging from $170 million to 240, and that the marketing costs were around 200 and 300 million, bringing the total to around 370 to 540 million dollars. That's obviously an insane total developmental and a marketing cost for Red Dead 2, and that was back in 2018. By the time GTA 6 releases, it will be next year, as we know at the moment, May 26, 2026. That is about nearly 8 years after RDR 2. So by taking this into account, as well as inflation with how the world is currently today, really would not be surprised if GTA 6's total cost is around $1 billion. It could even be $2 billion over the course of the lifespan of the game over many, many years. A lot of people out there get it twisted and confused, thinking that the developmental cost is the only thing that goes into a game on the seismic scale of a new GTA title, but there's so many other factors to take into account. And breaking this down from a detailed perspective, if we look at it from a developmental standpoint, we can see that this would be likely allocated to personal costs such as salaries for developers, artists, designers, and other team members, as well as software and tools, so licensing fees for game development software and tools, even licensing music tracks, and along various other types of things in relation to that. Research and development, so exploring new technologies such as Rockstar's advanced game engine, the new iteration of it, likely reportedly going to be Rage 9, as well as infrastructure, costs associated with maintaining development infrastructure, as well as the marketing. A significant portion of the budget will be dedicated to marketing the game to drive buzz and sales. Like the Take-Two, Rockstar's parent company CEO Strauss Zelnick did say they're going to be advertising outdoors, such as promotional campaigns outside, across also as well various media outlets on TV, online, and even on print. as well as public relations, so generating media coverage and managing public perception. So you're likely going to be seeing coverage via Fox News, CNN, CBS, considering this is going to be a generational defining moment in the video game space with GTA 6, as well as events and promotions, so organizing launch events and promotional activities. And lastly, future updates. A portion of the budget may also be allocated to post-launch support and content updates. Considering Rockstar's focus on GTA 5 Online over the last 10 years or so, you bet your damn dollar they're going to be focusing on the next iteration of GTA Online, likely going to be called GTA 6 Online or something along those lines. That is going to be the next big Rockstar moneymaker for their company and of course for their parent company Take-Two. Obviously at the moment Rockstar has been showcasing to us the story between Lucia and Jason, which is going to be the story mode of GTA 6, but that's not the only component. The next online iteration will drive majority of the game sales for Rockstar and Take-Two, with the continuous updates over time adding new missions and cities, amongst so many other things that we just don't know about at the moment that Rockstar is planning with this next online component. Coming in number 6, weapon and inventory system. For the longest amount of time throughout each Grand Theft Auto iteration, we have always been able to have an unlimited arsenal of weapons. Grabbing out a rocket launcher was as simple as grabbing it out of your back pocket. Even grabbing out a minigun was as easy as grabbing it out of your back pocket as well. Created a lot of freedom for a lot of players to do pretty much anything and go on an absolute rampage, mowing down various NPCs on the GTA map. However, for GTA 6, Rockstar is going to be taking a page out of Red Dead 2's book, meaning we're going to be having a limited carrying capacity, which means that we're not going to be able to grab an RPG or a minigun out of our pocket. And we know this because of the September 22 leaks, where it was identified that we are going to be having a limited weapon rule based off what we saw throughout the footage, as well as one of the most recent leaks that came out not too long ago from GameRoll saying we're going to be having a limited weapon system. I know for a lot of people out there that want to have an unlimited arsenal of weapons, I understand your concern, I completely get it, but Rockstar is focusing on a realism with Grand Theft Auto 6, just like they did with Red Dead 2. You see it throughout the trailers and the screenshots as well. My own personal opinion, I don't mind, to be perfectly honest. It adds a layer of realism where you are able to store the weapons in your vehicle. You don't have an unlimited arsenal of weapons. You can't grab an RPG out of your back pocket. Fewer weapons equals easier to balance enemy difficulty and gameplay pacing, and avoids overpowered meta weapons that ruin challenge or fun even during the next online iteration of GTA 6 Online, where I'm sure we're going to be seeing a griefing return once again, but this time around at least it won't be like how it has been in GTA 5 where you're just able to grab whatever weapon you want at any time. I'm thinking during missions in story mode it's going to be much different this time around, because you actually have to think quite carefully about your weapon loadout prior to starting the mission, meaning you have to be much more strategic about how you plan certain things for various missions. Know this, but a smaller arsenal fits with a grounded story-driven tone such as GTA 6's Bonnie and Clyde-like duo with Lucia and Jason. It definitely makes much more sense. Not only did the leaks show us that we're going to be having a limited weapon carrying capacity return from RDR2, but Rockstar have provided in one of their short video snippets of Raul Batista, you do see him carrying a duffel bag, and you see it looks like in the background this could be Lucia and Jason or other NPCs carrying duffel bags. So that's confirmation right there that we are going to be seeing a limited arsenal of weapons returning from RDR2, which personally I'm all for it. As much as people are butthurt that they won't be seeing this return from Grand Theft Auto 5, having an unlimited arsenal of weapons at your disposal and going on an absolute rampage down the streets, in this case here in Los Santos, that is a thing of the past. Coming in number 7, law enforcement and police system. One of the most frustrating things about the police system in Grand Theft Auto 5 is how stupid the cops really are. The fact that they just rush in, like in this case here I'm in the convenience store, and they're just brain dead majority of the time. They often spawn instantly near your location. They also unrealistically pop up behind you or ahead, even in remote areas, even out in Sandy Shores. It kind of feels more gamey rather than really immersing you into the world of GTA 5. Also, police pursuits in GTA 5 are exciting, thrilling, especially when you're driving a vehicle going down a highway and the cops are chasing after you. It can still be fun even over a decade later. But the realistic side of things definitely took a notch down from GTA 4 in my opinion. I think it was quite better within 4, but it seems like this time around with GTA 6 it's going to be a significant improvement. improvement. And there are many reasons as to why this is the case based off what we have already seen from the September 22 leaks, but also as well even the official screenshots and trailer footage that we have seen provided by Rockstar. The first thing is the fact that we saw within the leaks that the new police system is going to be coming into GTA 6, where we're going to be seeing a time until cops dispatch when committing a crime, which we saw within the Hanks Waffles robbery video. Once the police arrive at the location, they wait for the player, in this case Lucia and Jason, to come out instead of rushing in. This makes so much more sense from a realistic side of things, seeing an improvement to not only the police AI, but also the way things play out. It's going to be much more difficult to get away from the cops. In addition to this, we saw when Lucia and Jason are escaping from the police, driving away in one of the police vehicles away from the Hank Waffles diner, we do see there's a text prompt that comes up in the top half of the screen saying, "Any vehicle you are seen entering will be known by the law." Meaning that the cops this time will remember you even after the police pursuit ends, similar to how in Red Dead Redemption 2, the lawmen still remember you even after you commit a crime. Now in trailer 1, we do see body cam footage of police officers breaking into this room, which makes me think that we may be seeing police body cam footage like we see in real life, where we see various people committing crimes and they're uploaded to YouTube. Within the game though, this may tie into missions, investigations, or even in-game social media reactions via NPCs throughout the game's world. In one shot of trailer 2, we see Jason driving down, it looks like past one of the Haitian areas within GTA 6. We see various law enforcement and police officers standing around, questioning most likely, I'm assuming, the Haitian San for San gang within this police holdup. And we see multiple police officers doing different things. One pushes one of the gang members, another one is taking notes down on likely his notepad. Another police officer, this one a female police officer, is questioning one of the gang members. Another one is actually holding up one of the gang members against the wall with likely putting handcuffs around him. So this one right here, even in this short scene of Jason driving down, we see so much attention to detail from the police officers doing different things that we have never seen in a GTA title before. And most definitely something that we have never seen in Grand Theft Auto 5. Coming in number 8, graphics. Now it's no secret that everything that we have seen that has been officially showcased by Rockstar in regards to GTA 6 has been visually stunning. Everything from when we saw the first trailer released in 2023, all the way up to a few months ago when we saw trailer 2 finally getting released by Rockstar, which saw a graphical improvement even over trailer 1. From full ray trace global illumination, reflections and shadows, dynamic weather lighting effects, every surface, puddles, glass, neon signs, and even day and night cycles that creates a photorealistic atmosphere, which really does liven up the GTA 6 environment. And overall, the whole map seems to be so much more immersive and realistic this time around in comparison to GTA 5. Whether it's any of the locations that have been revealed thus far, that being Vice City, Port Gellhorn, Ambrosia, the Leonida Keys, Mount Callaghan National Park, or even the Grass Rivers, everything is shaping up to be so much more lively. With Grand Theft Auto 5, obviously the game released in 2013, GTA 6 is expected to release next year on May 26, so you expect a significant technological leap from 2013 to 2026. But you can't ignore, obviously, GTA 5's flaws at the moment. It has aged, I mean, quite okay over the last decade or so, but it is starting to, anyways, in the last few years or so, definitely show its age. Even with the improvements with Rockstar releasing new editions of GTA 5 on the current generation of consoles, that being the Xbox Series X and S and PlayStation 5 consoles. You gotta remember that GTA 5 originally is a PS3 and Xbox 360 7th gen title. So all the assets in Grand Theft Auto 5 are from the developmental time that GTA 5 ran from about 2009-10 to about 2013, which is old technology, and Rockstar obviously at the time utilized a basic lighting system with baked shadows, no ray tracing that we've seen within Grand Theft Auto 6 thus far. And everything powering Grand Theft Auto 6 is the new iteration of the Rage engine, that being Rage 9, which is allowing Rockstar to be able to achieve what you are seeing on screen in regards to 4K resolution textures across characters, environments, and clothing. Skin, tattoos, buildings, roads, and even litter on the ground have visible depth, insanely sharp detail on fabric surfaces, and weapons. Everything just seems so much more highly detailed and updated. If we look at the water, the ocean within GTA 6, it has so much depth. There's clear visibility into shallow waters, murkier and deep seas like we've seen in the grass rivers, as well as even just the surface detail, including water displacement and subsurface scattering. A leak that came out by Rockstar Mag back in October of 2023, a couple months before Trailer 1 dropped, saying that Rockstar has decided to develop a new technology concerning water physics and integrate it into GTA 6. The team that is in charge of this mission is called the Rage Technology Group, a subdivision of the Rockstar San Diego studio that developed and released Engine in 2006. The team is comprised of 20-ish engineers with an in-depth knowledge of programming, real-time physics simulation, understanding of memory padding considerations, linear algebra, trigonometry, matrix, and quaternion mathematics. If this is believed to be true, then that is absolutely insane. I mean, what we have seen officially from Rockstar in regards to the ocean, so much more realistic this time around. And if one part of the studio is working just on the ocean and the water physics within GTA 6, then that is absolutely crazy. I mean, you can't even see the diverse and active marine ecosystem based on this one shot within Trailer 1, the real-time wave and tide changes. What about the white foam buildup of the waves crashing down, the dolphins moving, the speedboat moving by? It looks crazy realistic like you would see in real life. Even the underwater environments based off this one screenshot of the Leonida Keys is featuring better flora, fauna, and lighting for underwater exploration when partaking in likely scuba diving as a potential recreational activity that we are able to participate in. Comparing this to Grand Theft Auto 5, I mean, it's just a night and day difference based off what we have seen thus far. So it's most definitely a technological leap from 5 to 6 in terms of the overall graphics, and this is only just a taste of what we have seen thus far with 2 trailers, some screenshots. Could you even imagine once we see that official gameplay trailer from Rockstar? I mean, it's going to be an absolute treat. And of course, once we get the game in our hands, we're going to be able to experience all of this for the very first time. Coming in number 9, next gen exclusive. As we know at the moment, Grand Theft Auto 6 is scheduled to release on current gen hardware, that being the PlayStation 5 consoles and Xbox Series console, meaning it's not going to be held back by the previous generation, that being the PS4 and Xbox One consoles. With GTA 5, the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3 consoles most definitely held GTA 5 back a lot. There were a lot of features that Rockstar were going to implement within the final version of GTA 5 that got scrapped. I mean, you can look at the beta versions of GTA 5 from screenshots and other stuff as well that is online out there at the moment. Rockstar had to optimize GTA 5 to run smoothly as possible on the 360 and PS3, and they had to cut corners. And that was just really due to purely hardware constraints. I mean, when you got low res textures, slow hard disk drives, weak CPUs and GPUs on both the 360 and PS3, you could see how much they got held back. Whereas with GTA 6 built exclusively from the ground up on the PS5 and Series consoles, having access to ultra-fast solid-state drives, 16 gigabytes of RAM, real-time ray tracing, modern multi-core CPUs, and huge GPUs. No old-gen anchor, no tech bottlenecks, just full creative freedom on cutting-edge hardware, especially combined with the budget, the reported budget of $1 to $2 billion that Take-Two Interactive, Rockstar's parent company, is allocating for GTA 6, and the world-class talent that Rockstar's got over there, finally unleashing the ultimate GTA experience. With all these technological improvements and advancements being brought to the Xbox Series and PS5 consoles, we are truly going to be seeing a lifelike GTA experience. Coming in number 10, first female protagonist. Now, I'll specify and say this is the first time we are going to be seeing in the Grand Theft Auto franchise that we are going to be playing as the first non-optional female lead protagonist. As in Grand Theft Auto 1 and 2, you're able to select a female lead protagonist to play as, but that was a top-down GTA. This time, we're truly going to be experiencing a character, that being Lucia, for the first time within the GTA franchise as one of the playable protagonists. This is a massive milestone both for Rockstar Games and the entire GTA franchise. Will really absolutely redefine how the series is seen moving forward, with Lucia being portrayed as the first female lead. Rockstar as a company is growing up. They're much more different compared to where they were many years ago, with relying on various types of male protagonists, that being Claude from GTA 3, whether it be CJ from San Andreas, Tommy Vercetti from Vice City, and of course GTA 4 with Nico Bellic, and GTA 5 with our 3 playable protagonists, that being Michael, Trevor, and Franklin. This time around we get to see it from a female's perspective, and Lucia's inclusion signals much more of a nuanced, evolved take on storytelling, which we're definitely going to be seeing quite a fair bit throughout GTA 6. And as we have seen throughout Trailer 1, it seems like Rockstar is really positioning Lucia appearing to be navigating a criminal world with her own codes, emotions, and resilience, not simply as a sidekick, but as a driving force in the story alongside her partner, that being Jason. Cool-headed, resilient, and possibly the most grounded GTA protagonist that we've ever seen in the franchise that Rockstar has introduced. Now, whilst it is awesome to see this time around Rockstar focusing on introducing a female lead protagonist on this scale, it is a bold move for Rockstar considering they have been really focusing on male protagonists in the past. They know that their core audience, that being us, is used to male-led crime stories with the previous GTA protagonists that I've mentioned, which is why it's such a bold and defining move in this next iteration of the GTA series. And if Rockstar really do pull it off with this story, and all signs point to it being yes in this scenario, considering what we have officially seen thus far with trailer 1, 2, and the screenshots, as well as Lucia's character bio, it seems like she could become one of the most iconic protagonists in gaming history, and most likely her voice actress and likeness, that being Emmanuel Perez, which is likely her that is going to be portraying Lucia, is likely going to become a fan favorite and is definitely going to go down in history as one of, if not potentially, the best protagonist that we have ever seen within the GTA series. Not only this, due to Lucia's presence and Emmanuel Perez's likely role as playing as her, will bring in new players, including female gamers and fans that haven't been connected with GTA before. It is truly a turning point for the series, and personally for me, I know a lot of people out there were quite disappointed and underwhelmed when they heard that a female lead protagonist was coming to the GTA franchise and to GTA 6 for the very first time back in 2021. When we did hear it, that was the leak by Tom Henderson. A lot of people did say, oh, this is going to be woke now. GTA 6 is going to be woke just because a female lead protagonist is coming into the series. But when we did see the September 22 leaked footage come out and we saw Lucia for the very first time, it seemed like everyone's opinion did change quite drastically about this. The way Rockstar have presented her thus far officially, it seems like she's not only just going to be a badass, but she seems like she's going to be a really intriguing first female lead protagonist, and possibly the most grounded GTA protagonist Rockstar's ever introduced.